Hi, my name's Trudie, I'm a member of the IQ Bar team and I'm also one of the vloggers. This week's vlog is one in a series of vlogs about phonics. We've moved from phase 2 to phase 3 and in the last vlog we looked at consonant diagraphs. In this vlog I'll be focusing on vowel digraphs. This vlog will contain a brief summary of what phonics means and is, its importance and a focus on vowel digraphs as part of this phonics vlog series. I've already mentioned what's covered in phase 1 and looked at phase 2 sets 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then I covered phase 3 set 6 and 7, followed by the consonant digraphs. So in this video I will look at the next part in the series, which is vowel digraphs. If you haven't seen the videos of the sets in phase 1 and phase 2, maybe take a look, as with phonics it's really important to teach it systematically. So it's really good to be familiar with the general order used when you're teaching it. What does phonics mean? Phonics is a method of teaching to read by correlating sounds with the symbols in alphabetical writing. All words are made up from small units of sound that we call phonemes. Phonics teaches children to listen and identify these phonemes that make up the word, which then helps them to read and to spell. For example, in the word pig, the phonemes are p, I, g, and the graphemes are p, I, g, which we relate to those sounds. This is known as the GPCs, the grapheme-phoneme correspondences. And there's a particular order that children will learn these, which is why we have the phonics sets. In this vlog, we'll be focusing on the vowel digraphs. So why is phonics considered to be so important? Over the last few years in particular, there's been a massive shift in UK schools on how they teach reading. This is having a really positive impact on helping children to learn to read and to spell. Phonics is recommended as the first strategy that children should be taught in helping them to learn to read. This then runs alongside other methods such as guided reading and shared reading, which all attribute to developing reading skills. Why can phonics be so tricky? In some languages, phonics is really easy because each phoneme has just one grapheme. But in the English language, due to so many invasions in our past, which has meant new words and new sounds being brought with invaders, we have around 44 phonemes and 120 graphemes, which are the ways of writing those phonemes. With only 26 letters in the alphabet, this means we have some graphemes that are made up with more than one letter, which we call digraphs. On occasions, we also have trigraphs, which are made up of 3 letters. To make it even more confusing, sometimes the graphemes can represent more than one phoneme. For example, in the word office and in the word cat, the C makes a different sound in both. This is why it's so important that phonics is taught systematically. Previously, we looked at phase 2 and the 19 most common single sounds. In phase 3, we introduced the remaining sounds. These may be more difficult or less commonly used sounds, and there are around 25 of these. Most of these are made up using 2 letters, graphemes. When teaching this phase, children will also be introduced to more tricky words. Words like was and you, the ones that we can't sound out phonetically. It's expected that by the end of phase 3, children should be able to say and sound out most or all of the phase 2 and 3 graphemes and be able to blend and read CVC. Remember, CVC means consonant, vowel, consonant words. Following the consonant digraphs, we start to look at vowel digraphs, like I'll be talking about in this vlog. First, let's look at what digraphs are. These are when 2 letters make one sound. This can be made up of letters that are vowels or consonants. Consonant digraphs are often taught very early on, and then vowel digraphs are often taught after this. Consonant digraphs are groups of two consonants that make a single sound, such as ch in chip, or th as in thin. Vowel digraphs are two groups of letters where at least one is a vowel, and that they also make one single sound. There are often many ways to represent the sound using the digraphs. For example, in the words true, food, and crew, they all have the oo sound, but are represented differently. So let's take a look at the different vowel digraphs. We have the graphemes OO, which can have two different phonemes attached to it. So it could be like this, oo, like in the word pool, or like in the word book. We then have the sound, the phoneme R, which has the graphemes A and R. There's also the graphemes O and R, which make the phoneme OR. We have the phonemes U and R, which make the phoneme We also have the graphemes O and W. This can be said in two ways. So it could be pronounced as ow, as in cow, or it could be pronounced as O, as in snow. We also have the digraph with the graphemes E and R, which is another one that makes the sound, like the graphemes U and R. So let's take a look at reading them in some words. We have the word wait, which has the graphemes W, A, I, T, and we would pronounce that like this. W-A-T, wait. We also have the word look, which has the graphemes L, O, O, K, which we'd pronounce like this. L-U-K, look. Please do not be overwhelmed. There are some big words, but with practice, you become more familiar and confident with using them. Also, it's really important, as I've said lots of times, that you pronounce the sounds correctly. So if you're worried about any of the pronunciation, please ask. It's so much better to ask, and the team would much rather prefer that than you to pronounce them incorrectly. As always, I really hope this has helped. Contact a member of the team, like your team leader, or message in the group chat if you need more information. And look out for my next vlog, which will be moving to phase 5, focusing on split digraphs. Thanks, bye.